Hello, my loves, and welcome back to the Green Sage. Today's reading will be what is your shadow self trying to tell you? And if you aren't aware of what the shadow self is, first off, you might want to look it up. It might lead you down a new path that you've been looking for potentially. But the gist of it is our shadow selves are the parts of ourselves that we hide from the rest of the world because we feel that it's not right. It's the parts of us that we hide because we fear we will be judged or we will be not accepted. The parts of ourselves that maybe we were taught to hide. Yeah, that's basically what the shadow self is. But the shadow self serves a purpose. Those bad qualities of ours serve a purpose, and they're not bad qualities at all. But we need our shadow selves. Our shadow sides are almost like a guide to where we're meant to head. It's our guide to helping us to unblock any energies that are stuck. I like to see it as it's an all-around guide to our overall self-love and self-confidence. And today, I've really been in my shadow. I have been a cranky pants, I'm gonna tell you. And I don't know if that's been my energy or the energy that I'm feeling from the collective, but it's really been hitting me. So I wanted to get this reading done so I can get it out of my energy. Before we get into it, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps me to grow the channel and hopefully to reach others and help others as well. Per usual, we have our 3 pile options: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1 is this red tiger's eye. Make sure you can see that in there. Red tiger's eye crystal. The next one is an agate from Lake Superior. And the last stone is a sunstone. As usual, the timestamps will be in the description box. If you don't want to listen to this next part, go ahead and find your timestamp and fast forward. Otherwise, for the rest of you, I'm going to break down how this works. If you are new to tarot pick-a-card readings and oracle pick-a-card readings, I'm going to explain how this all works to you. What you're going to do is choose a pile or multiple piles based on your intuition. And once you choose, you will go to your timestamp and then I will give you your messages. How do you choose based on your intuition, you may ask? It's unique to you, and how you want to do it is the right way to do it. You can choose based on the crystal that you like the most. You could choose because you've been to Lake Superior and you know what that's all about. You could choose by going 1, 2, 3, or any, mini, miny, mo. You will be guided to watch the right pile for you, to receive the messages that you need in this moment. So no right or wrong way. Go easy on yourself, and I will see you at your chosen time stamps. Hello, pile 1. If you chose this red tiger's eye crystal, these will be your messages. Tiger's eye actually came out in the weekly reading for this week. I put them out. Typically, I try 2 on Sunday or Monday. So if you saw that at all or are drawn to go look at it now, you may be interested in doing that. But Tiger's Eye is all about protection, protecting your energy. And the red Tiger's Eye is about grounding as well. Being rooted in knowing that you are protected and safe is the message that I'm getting there. I've already drawn some oracle cards, and then if I feel called to, I might draw some tarot at the end. But let's get into it. Your first card out is Perfection. And this also came up in the weekly energy. So if you don't, you might want to follow me on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, because that's where I post these messages. And look, it's a red too with your red crystal. This is all about your shadow self is trying to alert you to your perfectionistic ways and how they may be harming you, how they may be damaging you. Okay. Your next card out is the Tiger's Eye Crystal card. And the bottom of the energy says, balance your whole being. And that is what your shadow self is trying to teach you right now. Whatever you're going through, it's trying to teach you how to balance yourself, how to stay balanced in the midst of chaos, I want to say. How to stay balanced when you cannot control everything around you. It says what it is. Tiger eye is a gold-brown quartz display of light-reflecting optical phenomenon known as, oh my gosh, chatoyance or cat's eye that appears just below the stone surface. Who needs it? The currently overthinking and mood swinging. Gemini and Virgo. See, I said in the beginning, I've been cranky pants and definitely overthinking, and that's why I've been cranky pants. I'm also a Gemini moon. You may be overthinking as well, or maybe having mood swings. Where to put it? In a string of prayer beads hanging from your middle finger, counted during meditation along with your blessings. When to use it? When your thoughts are not your friends. When reading Jungian theories or attempting to decipher a Zen koan. I hope I said those right. When you're all roar and not enough purr. When only equanimity of mind, body, spirit, left brain, and right brain can get you square with the universe. Whatever you're going through, whatever emotions, feelings are coming up, situations that are happening, it's happening to teach you to release perfection and find balance within yourself, no matter what is going on around you. Like I already said, your next card out is Emily Bronte with Fantasy. And I don't know these very well, so I will be reading that one for you. This is the Literary Witches Oracle, by the way. Let's see, Emily Bronte. Fantasy. I want to ask, what are you telling yourself in your head? What are the fantasies that are coming up in your head? Are they throwing you out of alignment? Are they causing you to feel a need for perfection? Are they making you... Are your fantasies keeping you from being realistic about life? Right? Not everything's going to be perfect all the time. But it says, Emily Bronte, Fantasy, Dwelling, Indulging, Hiding in Fantasy. Emily Bronte, 1818 to 1848, spent her uneventful life at the family home on the moors. She created fantasy worlds with her brilliant sisters, Charlotte and Anne, brushed the carpet, and took walks in the hills. After her death of tuberculosis at the age of 30, she achieved posthumous fame for Wuthering Heights. Oh, you may have heard of that one. Or you might be called to read Wuthering Heights, a vicious novel of romance between two isolated stormy characters, Catherine and Heathcliff. Are you overindulging in romance novels? And is that taking you out of being balanced within your being? Are you overindulging in the make-believe in your head? Maybe you are. Maybe you have been. That is your overthinking. You know, I see all the ants. Can you guys, they are ants, right? Yeah. Can you guys see that? All the ants around her. When I think about ants, I always think about how they can carry so much more than their body weight. And I want to say that you may be taking on and carrying more with you than you need to because of the fantasy world that you have created within your head. Maybe, you know, it's I feel called out, but I'm gonna tell this story, right? Because Spirit is drawing me to. I'm a mom, and it gets really difficult when I have this fantasy in my head of how my kids are going to listen to me and do the things I tell them to do because, you know, it's the right thing to do and because it makes sense to do it. But that's all a fantasy. Kids rarely listen. Kids rarely do what they actually want you to do. And I've definitely had to start working, or I've been definitely working on my views around perfection in my children. Maybe you're the same way. Or maybe not necessarily your children, but other things in your life. Partners, friendships, family, work. Things aren't always going to go exactly as we hope, right? And that is what what your shadow self is trying to tell you. They're trying to tell you that, why is there stuff all over my table? They're trying to tell you that it's, first off, it's okay to have your feelings. It's okay to be frustrated and annoyed by situations, I want to say. But you can't expect perfection. And so your shadow self is trying to teach you to go easy on yourself and easy on people around you. And to try to find balance within yourself in every moment. Your next card out, peace in reverse. Sorry, I laughed. 23 reduces to a 5. I'm going to read this because I always read when these come out in reverse. But I feel like your shadow self is trying to tell you that you are wrecking your own peace. You are the one not allowing peace to come in to your life because of this fantasy that you've built up, this fantasy of perfection. Maybe you've had this fantasy of the perfect partner. They don't exist. Maybe you've had this idea, this fantasy of the perfect job. I mean, you can definitely find a job that fulfills you, but it's never going to be perfect. It's never going to always be sunshine and rainbows, right? Okay, 23, protection message. It says, now is a time for calmness and well-being in spite of temporary conditions. Exactly what I've been saying. Even if there are dissonant notes in the music of your life, all that means is that you must go within and fine-tune the extraordinary instrument that you are. Find harmony within yourself and don't look to the outer world to provide certainty. This too shall pass, and once again, your life will be filled with beautiful music. Sorry to laugh because I feel so called out, but also because these cards are just so beautifully put together. Your next card out says, spread your wings, Archangel Ariel. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. You're ready to let go of the people, places, things, situation that put this idea of perfection into your head. Maybe it was a family upbringing, the way you were raised, and you were made to feel like you had to be perfect. Everything had to be perfect or else it was a shit show, right? Your shadow self is trying to alert you of that so that you can release it and spread your wings and move towards peace. Real peace. Inner peace. We'll see if any tarot wants to come out for you. See if we can get one card here. What does your shadow self want you to know? Oops. Okay, 2 cards. Page of Presents. Also known as the Page of Coins. This is a new beginning, a new, a new beginning towards a more solid and stable foundation. And that's what you're being asked to do, to create that new, solid, stable foundation within yourself. And then the rest of the world, whatever they decide to do, is on them. Was it? Oh no, I think I pulled that up the wrong way. The next card out is Page of Needles, also known as the Page of Swords. And sorry I laugh because it's so fitting in all of this. You're being called to step into your truth, to follow your truth, to live your truth. To come up with new ways of perceiving the world around you, perceiving yourself. This is you finding a new way of being within the world, right? You finding your own inner peace within a world of chaos. I hope this was helpful for you, pile 1. You know what? You might be drawn to eat some red fruits and veggies. That also helps with grounding, the root chakra and the red tiger eye. It's all about grounding and about your root chakra. You maybe want to go watch what the elementals are watching you, or what the elementals want you to know video. There may be some message for you in that. You're being called to really focus on yourself, focus on your own health, focus on your own inner being and what you can do to create peace in your world right now, to create peace in your life at this moment. To spread your wings and take action on the things that you can do. Okay, once again, the Serenity Prayer is coming up. So I don't know if you have watched another video of mine where that has come up, but that's coming into my mind right now. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That is all about peace. It's all about inner peace. So I hope you found this beneficial. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 2. If you chose this agate, these will be your messages. Like I said in the intro, this agate is from Lake Superior. And it is a grounding energy. It's about, it's a grounding energy. You may be needing some grounding at this time. And that is why your shadow self is coming up, right? That's why our shadow selves always come up. It's to help us get grounded and more stable in some area of our life. Since this came from Lake Superior and I'm thinking about the, all that water, you might be being called to become more grounded within your emotional body. But let's see what the cards have to say. I've already pulled some oracle cards, and then we'll get some tarot cards at the end for you. Your first card out is Expansion with the throat chakra. Whatever you're going through right now, it is to help you expand. And if you are fighting that process, it's going to be hard. And I don't mean to laugh because I just laugh because we all fight the process. I fight the process. Expansion is difficult. It's hard, right? Feeling like you have to take the moral high road compared to others, is what I want to say. Like you have to, like you, since you are the one who are more aware that you always have to do the right thing, which is difficult when you see so many people around you not doing the right thing. Maybe there's message in there for you. Maybe that's how you've been feeling. Maybe you're being called to use your voice in some way to bring about expansion. Expansion on the, on this planet. Look, that's Mother Gaia right there, pregnant with the earth. Maybe your shadow self is trying to expand you into a new dimension of where you use your voice to help bring about further expansion on this earth. I don't know. You tell me. What's going on with you, pile 2? Your next card out is the agate crystal card. Look, it says find your solid ground. Didn't I just say grounding in the beginning? What it is, agate, a banded chalcedony comes in many forms. Elegant blue lace agate and iridescent fire agate are 2. Each agate has its own unique vibe, but they all promote an energy of wherever you are, be there. Who needs it? Work-life balance strugglers. Where to put it? Wherever you need more stability in your life. When to use it? When you want to get into your body, try fire agate. When too much screen time has you feeling disconnected from anything the slightest bit eco, try the far from aptly named moss agate, which neither contains moss nor is technically an agate, but can still hold it down. Oh man. Are you overworking yourself? Are you maybe overworking yourself and trying to help the world be a better place? Are you overworking yourself and worrying about all the crap that's going on in the world right now? It's time to ground your energy. It's time to, I want to say, make some time for fun. All work and no play makes whoever a dull person, right? But it also ungrounds you. It throws you out of equilibrium. It throws you out of balance. Your next card out says Alejandra Pizarnik, Solitude. Have you placed yourself in too much solitude because of the things going on around you? I think your shadow self is trying to tell you to come out of that. They're trying to tell you to, I want to say, peek your head up above the water and take a deep breath. I will read this though, because I don't know these cards very well. Alejandra. Solitude. Silence. Interiority. Space. Born to Russian Jewish parents in Argentina, Alejandra was educated in both Yiddish and Spanish. Maybe you speak Yiddish and Spanish, but wrote in Spanish. Her poetry of imagistic purity and surrealist influence summons themes of silence, absence, madness, and death again and again. Her own struggle with depression led to an intentional overdose of Secano at the age of 36. Already idealized by Spanish-speaking writers, her genius deserves a global readership. Maybe you're dealing with some depression. That is shadow energy. That is part of our shadow self. It's, we hide that from others because we feel that it's something to be ashamed of, but it's not. I don't think any intelligent person, I'm going to say. I don't think any intelligent person has never experienced a bout of depression. Anyone, I feel like, who is aware of the world and what goes on around them has experienced a bout of depression. Next card out says wolf. You may be feeling like a lone wolf. You may be feeling like you have to go it along, like you have to be the leader of the pack and bring this expansion about. And that could be why you are working so hard and so diligent. You may be seeing wolf totems around you. The book says, for wolf, the self without others, a calling, the great expanse. Look, oh my gosh, it says the great expanse, right? You see that, right? And then you see expansion. You're being called to expand. Whatever you're going through is bringing you into this expansion, I want to say, of being a leader, of being the leader of the pack. And right now, that might be causing you to be in solitude. But this solitude serves a purpose for you. It serves the purpose of you getting clear in who you are and what it is that you stand for. Next card out is 37, Never Ending Story. And I remember when I shuffled the deck, this one wanted to come out sideways. "37 reduces to a 10, which is all about endings, and then that reduces to a 1, which is about beginnings. That's the expansion. You are in the midst of an expansion, and I'm going to honor the card and leave it sideways because that is how it wanted to present itself. And then I'm going to read the message for it because it comes with many. I am feeling. 37. The Oracle's message. This is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world become crumbling down. That's the shadow self, exactly. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in the lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your heart, of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. I'm just going to read all the messages of this card, and you can apply it to yourself as it fits. Relationship message. Sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other, more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is. However, right now, you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, that's that 10 turning into the 1, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. Prosperity message. Fear, envy, procrastination, greed, and the perception of victimhood could all be active in your life at this moment. Are you comparing yourself with others, thinking their success should be yours? Maybe you're afraid of all the good that is coming your way, so you step out of your lane, totally aware of what you're doing, but seemingly powerless to stop yourself. Are you back where you started or in a situation that reminds you of past failures? Financial insecurity scaring you? You must learn to love yourself through missteps and sabotaging moments. Use criticism constructively right now. Better yet, stop telling this story altogether. Make up a new one. The universe loves you deeply and will wait for you to figure that out. Tell a new story and success is all but guaranteed. You can do it. Protection message. This is a time to avoid drama at all costs, especially when it comes to other people's stuff. Your sensitivity is on overload these days, and you're best served by keeping your distance. Your mantra today is, not my circus, not my monkeys. All this drama will pass, and you will carry on, unscathed and blameless. Apply that to your situation as it fits. I felt the need to read all of those. Your angel message card out says, all is well. Archangel Jeremiah. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to, with hidden blessings you will soon understand. You are protected during this time of whatever that you are going through. You are protected through this expansion that you are going through. Don't let fear, doubt, low vibe energies, that shadow self, don't let it throw you off the course, because you are headed towards abundance. I'm going to take the two that fell over. We have the Lovers in reverse. This could be around a relationship, whether romantic, friendship, family, work. And then the next card out was the Eight of Candles, also known as the Eight of Wands. This is about communication. And I'm feeling with these two coming out in reverse is that there is a lack of communication in a relationship. And that is causing, it's causing this. It's causing this feeling. Whatever feeling that you get when looking at her, that is what it is causing you. Despair, fed up, like, ugh, this again. That's what I'm feeling from her. Oh, look, and I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can get that in there. Can you guys see that right there? There's a, like a spinny arrow thing in there. And the arrow is in between the yes and the no. Maybe you're going back and forth on something within a relationship. Maybe you're going back and forth on a relationship. Whatever it is that you are going through, though, it is happening so that you can expand. Oh, look, your throat chakra too. And we got communication here. It's happening so that you can, I want to say, speak up for yourself finally. Stand up for yourself. Admit the truth to yourself of what you want and admit that to others. Either way, it's helping you to grow. And this growth will bring you to these hidden blessings that are being aligned for you behind the scenes. You could be wanting to go out on your own and be that lone wolf. Let's try to get one more card out. A yes or no card. Yes or no card for group number 2. Is it a yes or is it a no? Should they go for it or should they not? One more card, please, Spirit. Your card out is the Six of Potions, also known as the Six of Cups. I'm going to take that as a yes. This card is all about reminiscing. It's about childhood. It's about things from the past. I'm going to read that card for you. All the books come with their own meanings. Oh, I opened right to it. Look at that. It says upright. Oh, wait. Didn't I say that? I said the Six of Potions. This is the Four of Cups. I don't know how I got that wrong. Either way, I'm going to say this is a yes. The Four of Cups. It's typically depicted with the person like sitting with their arms crossed with 3 cups in front of them, and the universe is like to the side of them trying to offer them this new cup. So maybe what you are trying to expand through and go through, the universe is trying to offer you something. Maybe it's something within this relationship that you are not seeing because the communication is off. Maybe you need to expand from this energy of being a lone wolf and finally commit and stay the course within something, whether it's a relationship or job, whatever. Either way, everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. Oh, I didn't finish reading the card. Okay. Four of Potions indicates there's a decision to be made. But remember, you don't have to accept everything you're offered. Listen to your intuition and don't be afraid to decline opportunities that don't feel right. Make sure you know what you're signing up for by carefully reading the fine print, especially when faced with offers that seem too good to be true. So I'm going to leave it at there, that pile too. I hope that has brought some clarity into your situation, or at least just makes you feel a little bit better and more grounded going through whatever it is that you are going through in this moment. So please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 3. If you chose the Sunstone, these will be your messages. I'm not sure what the properties of Sunstone are, but I feel like it's to bring more joy in. It's to help you see the light, help you bring the sunshine back in. And it's kind of pinkish too. Maybe, maybe it's bringing the love back into a situation. But let's see what the cards have to say. I've already pulled your oracle cards, and we're going to get some tarot cards at the end. Your chakra card out says complacency with the root chakra. There's a broken up ticket there. I'm going to read this card. I have not read the other chakra cards, but I want to read this one for you. It says, I am feeling the loss of my dreams. The legend, at the end of her life, Flo reflects on the dream she shared with her late husband to move to Florida. They never went. After Flo dies, her daughter discovers that her parents had enough money to move there. As she plans what to do with her inheritance, she wonders why her parents never lived their dream. Inspiration. This is a warning not to give up. Beware of coasting along in a situation that is not what you really want. You will never be fulfilled by the unmet dreams of others. Personal inquiry. How can I redefine my dreams? How can I stop procrastinating? Key ideas: finding self-nourishment, leaving dreams unrealized, feeling depleted, time for deep rest, lack of motivation, holding back. I feel like your shadow self is asking you to reclaim your dreams, to reclaim what it is to reclaim the vision that you had for your life, and to be okay with that, even if that is not the vision that other people have for their lives. Are you staying somewhere, staying in a situation to appease others, even though it's not what you want? You could be a parent and not feel like you can do things for yourself just yet because your kids still rely on you so much. Right? You could, I don't know, you're feeling stuck somewhere. It's what I'm getting. Whether that's a relationship, a job, the place you live, the state you live in, I don't know. But this is what your shadow self is trying to make you aware of. Your next card out is the Sunstone card. What it is: Sunstone emanates feel-good vibes of warmth and radiance. Yep, that's what I was feeling. The stone's orange and red sparkling light effect, aka spangling, aka aventurescence, is the result of copper inclusions reflecting light from within. Who needs it? Fellas looking to operate on a higher plane, the vitamin D deprived, all solar-powered human beings who do not, in fact, harvest life force by turning up the brightness on their smartphones. Where to put it? Anywhere you're looking for a boost in stamina. First thought, the gym? Sure, bro. When to use it? Whenever it's time to get busy or when your disposition needs a little sunnying up. Take back your shine. That's what I was feeling with that stone. You're being called, well, yeah. Take back your shine. Get back to what brings you joy. What brings you happiness? Are you someone who's always taking care of others and feels like you have to put yourself last? You might need to get out and get some sun. I would actually say, yes, go out and get some sun if you are medically able to. Otherwise, you might want to get your vitamin D levels checked. Your next card out is Zora Neale Hurston, Story. Let's see what she has to tell us. Ooh. I feel like this is about the stories that you tell yourself. The stories that you maybe don't allow yourself to live, even with this complacency card. But let's see what Zora has to say to us. How did I miss it? I bet you guys saw it when I passed it, didn't you? Zora. There she is. It says story, your story, the stories of others, listening. When she wasn't writing lush fiction about Black women owning themselves, Zora Neale Hurston was collecting folktales around the South and journeying to the Caribbean. There she initiated into voodoo, once by boiling a live black cat and passing its bones over her lips, and took the first known photograph of a zombie. Hurston fell into obscurity even before her death, but has seen a major revival of interest in recent decades among readers, feminists, and critics as a key figure in the Harlem Renaissance. I feel like you're being called to have your own renaissance, to have your own revival. Maybe to write your own story, to write a new story for yourself. You're being called to listen to your shadow self. It's trying to break you out of this complacency. It's trying to direct you on where to go next, I want to say, on where the sun is for you. Next card out is Poised, 48 in reversed. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 48 reduces down to a 12, which reduces down to 3 in numerology. This card's been coming up a lot. You may have watched another reading of mine where this card came out. I'm going to read it since it comes with a protection message for you since it's in reverse. 48. Oh my goodness, my kids keep slamming the door. You're not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck now. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half finished. It's okay to postpone things until you are really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. Maybe you're not going after what it is that you want to go after because you don't want to disappoint other people, because you know it will affect the people around you. And that's okay. Your babies might need more time to grow if you are a parent. You may need more time to work on that business if you are starting a business. You may be having feelings of feeling inadequate or behind in some way. We all have those feelings. That's our dark shadow selves, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that we are behind. Maybe you're being called to really examine your thoughts and the stories that you tell yourself in the midst of needing to be of service to others, I want to say. Maybe at this point in your life, at this point in your story, maybe you are meant to be exactly where you are. Actually, you are meant to be exactly where you are, right? But you're ready to leap and start something new, but it's just not time. This whole video is just calling me out, you guys. Calling me out. Let me know if you're being called out as well. Next card out is 24, time for a nap. It's time to be easy on yourself and allow yourself to be where you are. Want to say you're being called to grow where you are planted. Your shadow self is trying to help you figure out how to bring the sun back into your life right now, how to bring the joy back in right now while you wait for this next phase of your journey, while you wait for this next chapter of your story. You're being called to release it back to God, release it to the universe, and to clear your mind and rest your mind. To stay patient in that waiting. Next card out is Round and Round. 25 reduces to a 7. Maybe this is not the first time you've been in this place of wanting to be somewhere else than you currently are. Your shadow self is trying to help you to get out of that phase, to get out of that going round and round in your head about it, about where you are, about the stories you tell yourself. This situation is helping you grow. The spirals are all about growth and transformation. This time in your story is teaching you and helping you grow so that when it is time to embark on this next phase, to begin that next chapter, you will have all the tools that you need at your disposal. Your next card out is career transition. That's probably what you are stuck on, right? Archangel Chamuel, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Maybe you intuitively are feeling that there is some sort of change coming in, that there is some new direction that you are meant to head in, and you're raring to go. You want to be there yesterday. It's not time. You're gonna have to, I want to say, find some peace in that. Let's get some tarot cards out for you. I really feel that you're being called to have patience and to let this chapter play out. Wow, this came out for pile 2, and I actually wanted to say you might be interested in watching pile 2. So this will be my confirmation. If you're interested in pile 2, please go watch that. But you have the Lovers. Came out in reverse. I didn't read it for pile 2, but I'm going to go ahead and read it now since it wants to keep showing itself. Oops. Lovers. And since this book actually comes with reversals. Reversed, something's off. If you're feeling at odds with someone in your life, you have a choice to make. Do you want to put the time and effort into communicating and trying to rebuild your connection, or is it best to part ways? Reflect on this relationship and consider what you really want from it. Maybe that's the story, the chapter that you keep going round and round in your head about. What is it that you want from this relationship, whether that is romantic, friendship, or in career? You taking the time for a nap allows your mind to shut down and you got to shut down your mind by taking that nap and then allow yourself to reboot so you can reflect on this from a clear headspace, I want to say. Next card out is Temperance. First off, whatever you're going through, it's a major turning point for you. It is a major transformational period for you. You have 2 major arcana here. Temperance is all about alchemizing, integrating that shadow self and the light self. And it's all about patience as well. Let's see what this book wants to tell us about temperance. It says, upright temperance. The message of temperance is moderation. Now isn't the time for excess or extremes, so make sure you're maintaining balance in your life. Remember, whatever you put out, you'll get back. It's all about give and take. Embrace the flow. All about give and take. Embrace the flow. Maybe you are wanting to be in a new place, a new chapter. But as we've been saying, it's not yet time. You're being called to embrace this where you're at right now. To grow where you are planted. And by doing that, it will transform you out of this complacent energy and place you into a new chapter of being poised for a new transition, whether that is in career or relationship. So pile 3, I hope this brought in some clarity for you and it helps you where you are at this moment. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you next time. Bye.